Hello everyone, welcome back. Wanted to talk a little bit about AR pistols. Okay, this one has a 7.5-inch barrel. It's got that SIG brace on here. They used to say that you really couldn't, you weren't allowed to shoulder it per the ATF. They since changed their rules so that you can now shoulder it. Okay, and for the most part, everybody was shouldering it anyway, so who cares what they say? But anyway, what I wanted to talk a little bit about was the performance of this. Now this has a 7.5-inch barrel. It basically stops there. This up here is basically it's a linear compensator. Basically, it's a muzzle brake, but it's not a muzzle brake of the type that pushes the gases backwards to offset recoil. What this one does is pushes the gases forward, and basically what that does is it redirects the noise downrange. The reason is because with the short barrel, these things are extremely loud. Okay, so you know, even with earmuffs on, they're very loud. So that's why typically we'll put some type of a linear compensator on it to push the noise downrange. Okay. Now the other thing that you'll usually see with AR pistols is that there's a huge muzzle flash up front, and this particular this is the Spitfire compensator, and what that does is that also basically it's a giant flash hider. Okay, so it won't flash as much because otherwise this basically looks like a flamethrower. Okay, which is really cool because sometimes I will take it off just to get that flame effect. But basically, yeah, the barrel stops right there at 7.5 inches, and what I really want to talk about here is what does that 7.5-inch barrel do? Okay, in an earlier video I was talking about I was using the chronograph here to illustrate the differences in velocities, okay, and how it affects the energy. And what we said is, like, with the, if you take the string tip ammo and you put in a 20-inch barrel, you're gonna get about a 1,300 foot-pounds of energy. Okay, all right. Now this is an 18-inch barrel over here. You take that same ammo, you put it into that, right, and then you drop down to, what did we say you drop down to? Roughly 1,220. So you lose 80 foot-pounds of energy by knocking off 2 inches, okay? All right, and then if you go down to a 16-inch barrel like that, okay, over here, now you are down to, where are you? Okay, 1,120 foot-pounds of energy. All right, so basically you more or less lost another 80 foot-pounds. So every time you cut the barrel to 2 inches, you're losing between 80 and 100 foot-pounds of energy. So what happens with the 7.5-inch barrel? Okay? Well, let's see, 7.5-inch barrel using the green tip ammo. Okay. Basically got me an energy of 656 foot-pounds. Okay, 656, as opposed to the 1,300 with the 20-inch barrel. So basically, that's been cut roughly in half. Okay, so that's what the AR pistols are. Very cool. I really like them. I shoot this, but be aware that it's a pistol, okay? Even though it looks like a rifle, it feels like an SBR. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the SIG brace. It's basically you get the short barrel rifle without having to go through all the stupid paperwork, okay? But basically, this is an SBR, but in reality, it is a pistol with the 656 foot-pounds of energy. What this basically is, it's a high-end 357 or low-end 44 Magnum. Okay, that's what that energy means. That's what this is equivalent to. Now the cool thing about it though is because it's a smaller bullet, right? Basically it's a 22 bullet. It's a thinner bullet, and so basically it's concentrating all that energy, on a smaller area. It still rips through steel rims like they're nothing. You'll go through front and back and make 2 holes. With a 357, it's a struggle to, it'll usually get through the front of it, but usually doesn't get through the back of it. Same thing with a 44 Magnum. I can usually get it to penetrate the front, if it's a hot load. If it's not a hot load, if you're getting cheap 44s, I mean they'll dent it. They won't actually make it through. But if it's a hot load, you'll definitely get through the front. You know you're probably not gonna get through the back. With this, you will go in front and back. Okay, so that's the deal with your AR pistols. Okay, be aware that you are losing a lot of velocity. You're losing a lot of energy. So this, so even though this shoots rifle ammunition, you're getting the net result is you're getting pistol performance out of it. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.